Well, hello, you guys.
There you go.
Good evening. It is another Sunday. Oh, what the heck is that? No. Good grief.
It's always
Anyways,
something.
good evening, you guys, or afternoon, wherever you're at. It's our Sunday show. What episode is this, Ashley?
17.
Is it already?
Yep, it's 17.
Okay. Well, that's of this year. We've had a few hundred episodes, I think, but 17 for the year. We started doing that this year, just I don't know, to make it easier maybe for people to see, but there you go. It is the 17th for us show of this year. Hopefully your guys' year is going good. Um, the whole world's a bit crazy all the time. Hey, Telemachus! Happy, joy. We're glad you're here too. So.
That's going to be stuck in my head. Happy, joy.
Yeah, now Ashley's going to be humming that. So we're glad you're here, man. We got started about 2 minutes too late, but it's been like around our house. Everybody, I think, in the world's deciding to cut their grass. So hopefully you don't hear all this lawn mowing going on around us. So if you do, we apologize. Hello, Mitos. How are you, sir? You weren't on last week, I don't think. So I used your mug. You guys, his mug is really nice. You could go to his YouTube channel. He's got a link for it. It's a very cool coffee mug. I used all through last week's show. And Walkabout, how are you, sir? I know you're a busy man.
Wag.
He beat Charles. Yes, he did. You did beat Charles.
Yeah, Charles isn't on yet. Usually he's the first.
Yeah, Charles normally the first one to pop up. So, wow.
Everyone beating Charles today.
Yeah, maybe he's got a good barbecue or something going. Who knows?
There, he's at the casino again.
There you go. How are you guys doing? Mythos is asking. Hopefully you're all doing good. We're doing good. So far so good. It's been a good overall week. And we're still breathing. So hey, that's what counts, right? Oh yeah. I figured that, Mythos, you were at the convention because I was wondering, like, the show's like, I wonder where he's at. Generally pops on later on, but it's all good, man. Your coffee cup is outstanding. It's really nice. It is currently in a dish rack because
he's been using it.
I've used it a few times this week on top of my cup too. So yeah, nice job, nice design, really pops. And your design is pretty nice overall, I think. But yeah, I don't know, man. We've tried to get through as much as we could get through. Ashley's got a little bit more of the 6mm stuff printed up, and so now it's just a matter of get it painted, get that going.
Now that Ice Wolf sent us all that hextexh stuff, I've been printing some of that stuff now.
Yeah.
But I'm running low on my resin.
Funny, it needs resin, huh? We'll have to order some more again, but I don't know, man.
He's still waiting for his own coffee cup to come in.
You're waiting for yours to come in? Yeah, I don't know. I like you guys, I would be sure you order from them. It's just it was really nice that they apologized about the wait and cut my shipping off. They reversed the shipping charge. So that was nice. So whatever they're doing over there, they're trying to get it straightened out, and it's
I love my little fan.
Faster. Oh, your little fan. Yeah, Ashley's got
I have a fan over here that I use to dry stuff, but
that's because
did I hear my name?
Hello, Ice Wolf. Yeah, you did hear your name. Ashley's printed a ton of those little miniatures.
Yeah, I know. We need to try to. But with me out of work, it's kind of hard to pay everything and get resin.
She's still out of work, so unemployment doesn't pay you, you know, what you would if you went to work, but that's better than nothing. Thankfully, the resin is cheap, you know. Yeah, Walkabout, everybody's talking about all this whole worldwide tariff war, you know. I mean, all of us gamers can do is just kind of wait and see how it affects us because we know most of our gaming stuff is made over in China, so who knows? We're just kind of waiting around to see it's one of them things where you can only guess. But sure, Ice Wolf. Ashley's not going to turn down more STLs.
Oh, I will never turn down more STLs. I still have to go through the rest of them that he sent me. He's like 600 of them.
Oh, the Storm Ice Wolf?
Oh, that's like literally passed over us.
We were very, very fortunate. We got rain, but really, I don't know. You're out there in Texas, Mythos, man. I've seen some video from parts of Texas where hail like coming out of the sky like in buckets, and Oklahoma just getting pummeled, and just there's a lot of damage in a lot of areas. We just kind of yeah. You order from AliExpress 4 liters for $100. We get liter bottles too, don't we, Ash? We order from
Amazon.
That little teeny tiny shipping company called Amazon. And it's for this printer anyways, this Anycubic, the standard resin is $15 for a liter bottle. So it's pretty cheap. I don't know where they're getting it from or importing it. I don't know. Walkabout says it's not affecting them much in Canada. Hey, Charles, Ashley just joked you're probably at the casino. Win big, sir. Win big. He? Yeah, he is. Win big. And you know what? The casino has games, so I endorse that because blinking light therapy is helpful for everyone. Your power went out for a bit. Yeah, a lot of see, like for us, it's funny the way the power grid runs out here is we don't have to get a storm to lose power because it depends on if it destroys an area where our power is coming out of. And yeah, Ice Wolf, the resin is the Anycubic resin bottle that you see up on the top of the shelf there. That's Anycubics. It's their company, and Amazon is $15 and change for a bottle, and then it's free shipping. Yeah. Well, we all hope Charles wins big, because if he does, he'll have a super large mail call. You know what'll happen. But that's where we're wondering, Charles. So hey, he's safe. He's good. He can't be any safer than in a casino. I'll tell you that. They're pretty protective of their customers. The most dangerous place I've found to walk into is a Games Workshop store in Des Moines. I probably need to just not go in there again. I went in there 2 years ago with Keegan, and I held my resolve because saw nothing but Warhammer. And Keegan fought, and in the end walked out of there about $150 or $120 less.
He got out cheap.
Yeah, he got out cheap too. Charles says he lost his limit 27 hours or 2 hours ago, $27. You never know. I gave Ashley $20 one time, Charles. $20.
Last spin.
And I told her, you go over to that machine and you hit the jackpot and I'll give you the $20. She goes, okay, I will. Of course, we were joking. So she was playing quarters, and her last quarter that she spun, she won the jackpot, $1,205, and then they taxed her.
Yeah, so freaking bullshit. $6, and they taxed almost half of it.
No, you got like $800-something back, but your taxes were paid for that.
You've done that a couple times.
Well, I've told you to go to machine works. Yeah, but it's been a long time. We need it now, but now we can't afford.
We can't afford to go.
And I do kind of enjoy that.
We want to go and fund our casino trip.
Any of you guys want to come out here and go to the casino? We'll go. It's kind of fun. Nobody bothers you. And, you know what I mean? Let's face it. You could take $40 or $50 and go out to dinner, and it's in the toilet the next day. Or you could go to the bar, same thing.
Literally.
But at least at the casino, you have a chance to win back your money, if not more. And if not, it's just entertainment, just like some people like to go to bars and stuff. But,
well, let's just put it this way. Usually we go on our anniversary. We'll take like $100 each. This time we decided to take that money and just go to a cabin. But
yeah, so this Friday evening, me and Ashley are going to go. Like, there's campgrounds out here that have small little cabins.
I think we did a video of one.
We did the year before when we went. we went to a different campground. So some people we're just kind of weird. Instead of going to dinner and a ball or a movie or whatever, we just rented this little cabin at the campground for Friday and Saturday night so that we could just go out there and have some fun and just relax. Wow, Ice Wolf says he uses.
I am so afraid to even do that. I would not even attempt that.
We haven't tried the transparent at all, or any colors other than just the gray. So because the gray works for us, and the detail is very nice, works really nice.
We printed all our one-page rule guides.
Mm-hmm. The details come out pretty good. That's pretty cool though, Ice Wolf. If you can a 3-month pause in your resin and it's still printed good. Oh, well, I mean, it is enclosed, so still the fact that you went that long and it's fired right up and printed no problem, that's good. Nothing weird about bear hunting.
Well, we can't bear hunt.
Considering Ashley plays the Russians, so you'd be the Russian bear, right? I don't think
he's talking about that kind of bear.
So there's no bears there, I don't think. Mostly raccoons. They like.
I'll say coons, squirrels.
Yeah.
Maybe coyotes.
Deer.
But
it's not like it's out in the woods. It's kind of at the other end of the campground.
I don't know.
And then they have like 4 cabins, and they're all offset from each other. And I mean, they rent them pretty cheap out here. So
yeah.
Walkabout says he loves the transparent.
I just don't know about I mean, it'd be cool, I guess, if you want to do the lighter colors.
Yeah, whatever works, man. I mean, we just been honestly too afraid to try.
Well, a lot of our stuff works great with grays. That's our problem.
Our paints. A lot of our painting comes out good on the gray.
Because, well, mine I've been painting all black anyway, so I'm not worried about mine. It'd be nice, but my problem is if I do like anything kind of black for resin-wise, and then try to go and paint, and then say I end up messing it up and have to try to paint black over it, it'd be 2 different tones of black.
Well, whatever works for you to use.
Maybe we should see how much transparent one would be.
Well, I don't know. I think we've just been buying the standard gray because that's what came with it. We tried using a higher grade.
It did not like
supposedly a higher grade resin one time, one bottle, and nothing would hold to the plate. So we just quit using that. So yeah. Well, you know what we ought to do is we'll put some pictures up in our group when we go, because it might take a game and go out there and play. It's got like a picnic table in front of it, and
I want to take Aces in Armor.
Yeah.
I needed to redeem myself.
You want to redeem yourself? We could try that.
Of course, babe.
What?
Right now it's $13.
Oh,
that's only 500 grams.
That's only 500.
That's what we need to get as another
That's
one.
That's the washerless kind.
ABS, yeah, the ABS like resin we can't use.
No.
Standard resin, $16.
Yeah. $15.99
if you're
$15.99 for the any-cubic liter standard gray resin. There's your transparent. Oh, transparent's same price. The green's the same price too.
There's green transparent. Yeah. Blue transparent.
Translucent, yeah.
There we go, clear.
The clear's the same price. Maybe we should just try it. I don't know. I've just never printed with it.
I might want to try beige. Because I've been trying to do some of the lighter colors. That might work. Or this light blue. That's kind of a pretty blue. So within $1, depending on what color you want. The gray, the clear, the transparent, and what color is this? That HD gray, which just looks like a darker gray, are all $16.
Wow.
Everything else is...
Walkabout says he did sci-fi with the green. He masked off screens and buttons and painted the rest.
Actually, babe, this is the way we need it. 4 of them.
Okay, Ice Wolf says, seems like the more transparent, the faster the cure. So what do we
I
got
don't
to
have
do?
a problem with the carrying time.
What do we got to do, you said?
Buy 4 of them.
So here, where's the, set that up. Here, Ice Wolf. Let me see something. I am going to add this other camera here. Okay. So hold on a second. We're going to add that, and I'll put it up so you can see this. So basically, if you could see it, it's 4 1-liter bottles
They only have it in gray.
in gray. If you buy 4, it's $51. And that's
2 of them, 26. So it cuts it down $5 if you even buy 2 of them.
that's the resin we've been buying. But you can, if you look over here, all the other colors.
So yeah, member price is $15. Translucent blue, green, red, purple,
Slow down on that.
beige,
beige,
and light blue are all $17 basically. So it's $1 more. What is this one? White's also $16.
So that's why we get it through Amazon, because it's cheap for now, So we'll have to find out what all this whole tariff war that multiple countries are engaged in. We'll have to see what happens to the gaming stuff, but like I said, we won't know till down the road a bit. But for right now, that's what we're using, and yeah, that's true. Walkabout. Most of them you can find set what you want when you search. But because I have Prime, that's why we use Amazon. It's free shipping, so it saves a little bit over the
I
course
don't
of
know
the
what
year.
V2 is.
I've learned that if I didn't have the Prime, I would be spending much more. So maybe we could try a translucent, because Ice Wolf says the whole printing process and everything's a little faster. Maybe, I guess, the coloring would make it heavy, like you were talking
This
about.
is the stuff Jeffy likes. Is this Sunlu or whatever? He said that's pretty good. He gets a water.
But he gets the water
wash one.
Now that's something we've never tried there, you guys.
Water wash.
Is any of the water washable resins? I don't know. I'm just sticking with what we got because it works.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
We could try translucent though and just see how it paints up.
Bioresin.
To me, the gray kind of makes the little details pop a bit, but we'd have to see.
Textured resin. What is textured resin?
Well, that's a pretty outstanding print there. Is that $32 a bottle?
Yeah, but it says textured print. I don't know what.
Is Sunlu is a good brand then? Mythos says he likes it.
14K resin is what it is.
Yeah, but we don't have a printer capable of that.
Oh, it's flexible. Drop resistant and durable after curing. So.
Well, that would be nice, because
for the granddaughter, yeah.
If you drop something, it does tend to break.
That'd be nice. I just can't see myself buying $32 of resin.
The details stay the same. I'm sure the details are fine. I just maybe could see them better with the gray. I don't know. We'll have to order just a bottle of clear and just try it.
I mean, depends on what you use your speed paints, and it'll do the same concept.
Well, I can see like the colored ones where those are come in handy for certain models and stuff too.
Yeah, we need to get another vat. Actually, I'm out of my screens, so we need to get the screens.
Well, either way, it's oh, so walkabout. How do you mix your own resin to get the flexibility to it? That's something. See, again, we haven't been doing it long enough to try to attempt. Well, I'm going to sit here and mix resins because I, you know, just haven't gotten to that point. Yeah, that's a good question. Mythos asked you there. Walkabout. What do you mix? Telemachus says that Sunlu is clear generally, or whatever is cheapest. If not, yeah. Um, we just, like I said, kind of creatures of habit. We just been ordering because it's like less than $16 a bottle. There you go. You want to share the recipe there? Walkabout. Um, we'll have to see. I'd like to buy a couple of bottles just to get ahead of the game. Like I said, we don't know how certain things prices are going to change on, so we're not sure. But it'd probably be a good idea to get, at least 2 or 3 bottles ahead of the game.
Yep, pretty much.
Telemachus. There you go. You'll level up your resin that way, huh?
Actually,
But to make it a little bit more flexible, where not so brittle, like the stuff. I mean, I like the prints the way they come out. It's just if you drop even a small, like, can't reach it, but yeah, the little stuff, it'll break sometimes when you drop it, like an arm will break off. Or
so let's just put it this way. You guys all remember me painting that like little diorama of the Space Marine and the Tyranids? That fell off one night of our shelf and just completely shattered. So luckily I can reprint him. I found the print again. So
yeah, Ice Wolf, if it works well, don't change it. That's kind of why we've been creatures of habit. The machine works just fine. We had to replace, what was that, the screen?
The screen.
Yeah.
We were having a problem with it sticking, even with our normal resin. And when I started looking up, it ended up being the screen.
But I mean, other than changing out a screen, or we changed something else too.
Oh, so he just adds a different resin.
Oh, okay. You're putting 20% of. Look, I've never seen that Sierra Tech Tenacious Flex resin. Into whatever regular resin you use, just kind of helps give it a little bit of flexibility. That would be good. We'll have to look that up, or you could look it up if you want.
That's what I'm doing.
Because yeah, like I said, sometimes you drop something and it breaks, and you're like, man. And sometimes you can repair it, sometimes you can't.
It's like a rubber.
Okay. So he just adds that to the.
I don't know if I would want like their swords and all that to bend.
Well, it wouldn't bend unless it dropped, Ashley. I don't think it would just bend. Ice Wolf says translucent green has more flex than the gray a little bit. And he said that he does a lot of D&D 32 millimeter, which survives the drop most of the time. Walkabout says Sierra Tech's the best resin he's used.
What printer do you have? I know you do a lot of 3D printing.
You got multiple printers, don't you, Walkabout? I thought you said. And you do a ton of it. We just only have the one. So if you think it works with any resin or any printer, then it might be worth trying. At 20% it flexes, he says.
Yeah, because I made my granddaughter a dinosaur that I've had to, well, emergency surgery
Glue the legs back
a few
couple
times.
Yeah, so we've really enjoyed the printer once we got it going, and thank you again, Ice Wolf, for those files.
Absolutely.
We've got more than enough to print probably in a lifetime, but it's
just
fun.
an hextech.
It's fun stuff. You printed one of those? How did it come out? I don't even know.
I haven't pulled it apart because I've been letting it.
Oh, you've been letting it dry?
No, drain.
I forgot she was printing those up. Okay, you got multiple Mars 2s and multiple Saturns. Nice.
Here.
One thing I have multiple of walkabout is coffee mugs.
It still needs to be completely cured, but it's drained.
Yes, it came out looking okay.
Yes, I know I put the drain holes on top, but that's how
Yeah, she put the drain holes on the top to drain it, but you can fill that. I don't know. It came out pretty good.
I don't know what it did there.
So she's going to start doing that, see how well you can patch it up, and then...
Well, this one like tweaked itself out on one corner.
Well...
But...
Yeah, just try.
It like layered, the layering, it didn't stick or something, or I don't know.
Well, thanks, Ice Wolf. He says if you need more, let him know.
No, but just fine, but the thing is, my printer's not big enough for some of them.
Walkabout, a whole tray of Star Wars minis shatter after they fell off the table. Even as a guy, I would have broke down maybe in tears. Even if I had to lock the door, I probably would have cried about that. That's a lot. That's just depressing that they did that. So good. I mean, we could try it. What's it going to hurt to add a little bit to the mix it up and see how it works?
$50?
No, I know that, but I mean, what's it going to hurt to add a little bit to the resin?
Yeah. Give it a little bounce, kind of, yeah.
Well, for instance, if this thing fell, okay.
Oh, God.
This big dude, and it breaks.
That took like 17 hours to print.
Maybe I would be able to patch them together, but if it broke in a way you couldn't, then
yeah, that's the problem. It's hard to...
That's a lot of effort and stuff that you'd lose. Ice Wolf says placing supports and rotating and hollowing is a new hobby altogether.
Oh, I hollow. If it's big like those hills, I hollow it. His guy, I hollow them. If they're bigger than, like a normal, like 28 little millimeter guy or 6 millimeter, or you can tell it's going to be heavy, I'll hollow it. And I'll put supports. What number do I put them on? Yeah,
this thing is fairly sturdy enough being hollowed. If it wasn't hollowed, this would be a very heavy model with a lot of wasted resin.
So this guy that I painted up and printed, he's hollowed and he still has some oomph.
Yeah, he's pretty big. So we got some nice prints out of it. And it's pretty sturdy, actually, But I wouldn't print something that big hollow. I don't see how it'd stay on the plate anyways.
It's hard, to figure out what adding more supports and all that. Normally, I just let the program hollow everything out and support everything the way they think it needs to be. So my hollowness setting wise is walls are 2 millimeter thick. Accuracy is 100. Inside, I basically do filling depending on what it is. If it's got like a roof or something, I'll put supports in it. But if it's not, like this guy, he has no supports because he's rounded. I've noticed with round things, it kind of makes them more screwy looking.
Ice Wolf says, what program do you use? Don't you use the Anycubic?
I just use Anycubic.
Anycubic slicer is what she uses.
But yeah, you got a couple different ones. If you do the infill, it gives you two options: a BCC or an FCC, and then you can change how big those are inside. I wish it hollowed it out so you can see it, but it doesn't. It makes it translucent.
Anycubic came with the printer, the program,
and then depending on what it is, I'll puncture a couple holes into it.
Yeah. And so far, it's been a very good program. It's just like all the others, it looks like, for the most part.
And then supports are usually, so for like this
Because doesn't it let you decide? It does auto supports like light, medium,
so this
heavy.
piece I have is set for light, medium, and heavy. So being hollowed, I would still probably go with heavy, which typical top width is 0.3. Distance from the bottle is 0.4. Connection width is 0.5. Length is 2.0. And my Z height is 5 millimeters. And I'll shrink that depending on how tall the product or the model is. But yeah, I can just generate, and it'll automatically generate its own supports where the system thinks it needs to be.
So far, so good. I'm sure there's other programs, but
well, I mean, I can manually enter supports on where
I would just go with it. Recommend because it automatically puts supports where it knows it needs the supports. The only thing we've had to learn is, or Ashley's had to learn is, sometimes turning them, like on the buildings, you gotta just angle them right so you don't have too many supports on one side because it's a lot of cleanup. Just like that terrain, the holes in the top because it's printing, so it drains.
But it's on top. It's not really gonna be.
Yeah, you can. We got a resin filler to fill it with. It should hold that. I don't
think it'd be a problem.
Well, you could also put grass or whatever you wanted over the top of it.
Our models are gonna sit on top of it. No one's gonna really notice it, and I really don't care if people want to go and criticize it. So yeah, my biggest thing is the supports, is where I don't know if I need to add, like on bigger pieces, add more or take away, or that's where I'm kind of screwed on some pieces.
After all your troubles with the chair, you still lean back, don't you?
Yep.
I'm sitting here watching you just. That's what you could do. How about 3D print a chair support?
Another leg.
Yeah, well, if that's kind of what she does, depending on what she's putting in there.
Yeah, I'll look and see where, like with the guns or something. If it's like with his guy, it's so big. I end up, whatever side it's going to be up against the body, I rotate it so the supports were on the side that's going to be closest to the body, so you can't really tell.
Yeah. Well, I bet Walkabout says he's having fun learning how to do it on his own designs. Yeah. Well, I bet. At least you got some designs out there that are yours.
Hey, Keegan's actually here for once.
Hey, Keegan. Yeah. Well, Keegan has a really nice
he has.
printer.
So he printed you your one tank.
It does a very, very good job.
I don't remember what tank it was. I think it was a one-page roll tank.
Well, the resin printer did that big one when you put it in sections. So
yeah, and that's hollow, and that thing is some.
Yeah, it's the one I showed you guys before. It's pretty big. It still hasn't been painted yet. It's just.
I so badly want to take it and paint it. Actually, you know what? We'll let the 3-year-old paint it. It can be bright purple.
I know where it's at on the table then, right? Can't miss it.
Me and the 3-year-old went through all her paints, and I was teaching her how to go through and check them. And she had a whole bunch of them. They were all my old, like, Walmart paints.
Yeah, Keegan, isn't yours a
forge?
Flash forge?
Flash forge.
Keegan says he's going to criticize in person on live. Are you able to get on, Keegan? I can
I
send
thought
you
he
a
said
link.
he had to go take Ryan.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it is Keegan, so he would be driving that quick. Yeah. Flash forward.
It does a very well
It
job.
does.
It prints very fast.
I found a free print up off of Colts. It was a urn for a pet that Keegan printed out for me. So
Yeah, it came out really nice.
it did. It came out really nice. I appreciate Keegan doing it.
It even holds a picture. So yeah, there's some fun things, man, that you can do with printers and whatnot.
Here, shut this one off so I can move it. So
Shut what off?
my camera.
You want to move it? Okay, hold on. Okay.
So he is running Ryan home. That's what I thought. I'm like, I thought he said he was running his son home. Yeah, your 1-page rule tank. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it was. That one came out nice because when I tried it on the filament printer, it just didn't do so well at all. It was pretty cruddy.
Well, Walkabout, you could always send it to a friend. I mean, would you go with filament or would you go with the resin one again? Because I think most of yours are all resins, aren't they?
That's a question for you there, Walkabout. She's asking. The only thing when it's time to replace this printer is might get one with more,
higher height
to build.
Yeah.
But a little bigger interior build. But then again, with resin, man, it would just be too heavy on some of the stuff, I think.
I thought yours can do multicolors, Keegan.
Well, I think he's talking about like Anycubic has one that has all like 4 different colors.
Yeah, and
spools
you
and
type it in and whatever, and you program each one and where it needs.
It prints where it needs it to, yeah. That'd be really cool.
Oh, he already has 3 FDMs. Oh, wow. And that's what we need too, is FDM.
Yeah, but when we upgrade, we'll have to upgrade to something
for our other printer.
No, I know. I know we need another spool. I'm just saying we should upgrade to one like what Keegan has when we do. Because that one's good for buildings. It's primarily why I wanted it, just to do building terrains. But the detail's not as nice. The one Keegan has, that Flash Forge, it's pretty nice detail. It's a very fast, smooth print for filament. Oh, Walkabout's got one.
I don't know. I just, for some reason, I've gotten used to the Anycubic. I probably want to stick with Anycubic.
Well, you stick with whatever you'd like to.
Because I know the program.
Oh, of course, they're doing a flash sale. I hate it when these flash sales come on for anything that you want. Doesn't matter what it is. Tends to come up when in between paydays.
Always. What is?
So what are you moving, Walkabout? Are you moving here fairly soon, or moving is always not much fun unless you have very little stuff, but moving is not something I look forward to doing ever.
Well, that's something different, Keegan, where you have those like changing colors in the actual filament already. No, Anycubic, it's a spot where it's got like 4 or 5 colors, and depending on what it is, you can program each color.
It'll pull the colors.
It'll pull the colors where it needs to be. So, like with a lion or something, you want it all yellow, and you want the mane to be blue, then it will go and actually print the yellow body with blue mane. and it pulls it in each color.
He has bamboo printers. She said you'd have to look
printer?
them up. BAMBU. BAMBU.
I heard you. Hold on. I'm trying to find this.
Save
is the
up for a
newest one.
Prusa. Those are supposed to be really, really good FDM printers. It'd just be nice to be able to do
9.05.
something that's, it's the evolution of printing, I mean, that's kind of what they're doing.
Oh, this one has temperature control VAT.
You have to sell almost everything. It's too much money to send it overseas. Oh, you're not just moving in the same country. Hey, Brian from Weird World War II says full color printers are around. They cost a lot, but someday says we'll be printing in color and doing more gaming. Because you do quite a bit of printing too, though, Weird World War II. So we've seen some of your models. And I don't know, what printer do you have, Brian? Well, I mean, which one is it that you have? Keegan says he's waiting on Flash Forge to make that for printer body.
So this prints to 9.05 inches.
Yeah, that's got. Oh, pardon me. So far, so good for us. Ashley, of course, is looking at other printers, but
no, I do. I do want a little bit bigger height-wise.
Make taller structures and stuff. But the only thing with resin, isn't it? The bigger the building, the more resin, heavier. I just wonder, how does it stick to the build plate?
Maybe it's a different resin that needs to
Holy cow, Walkabout, you're moving to Asia, huh? Wow.
Or send us some Chinese food.
Ashley says send her some Asian food. Yeah, that's a heck of a move for sure.
Where's this one?
Telemachus says, any more people over there, the land will fall into the ocean. But maybe they need just a few more people to balance it out, Telemachus, so it doesn't do that. You have an Elegoo Saturn and a Mars printer. Got one of each. Which one do you like better, Weird World War II? Yeah, there is a lot of room over there. But see, there's plenty of room to move to. There's quite a few people that I've seen their stories posted where they've moved from here to just other different countries, and the cost of living is so much cheaper. The only drawback I see is you'd need an income stream because they're not working over there. They're living off whatever investments they have over here. So I think if you got a way to do it, that's cool.
Ooh, this one goes to 11.8.
Ooh, you're moving to Thailand.
Nice.
That's some good food that way, sir. That is awesome. I agree with Mythos on that.
He would want to build a full size. Yeah, Crystal would kill you.
Gonna build a full-size battle droid? Well,
be cool, but Crystal would kill you. Where would you put it?
Oh, in a corner, you'd have to. Oh, wow, Mythos, your mom's family's all from Thailand? All right.
I think this is the one we need to get, babe.
Brian
11
says,
inches tall. It'll print too.
That's pretty tall.
Well,
Brian,
when you're doing, look, it holds.
Yeah, that's a pretty big statue.
Big.
So Brian says from Weird World War II, he likes the Saturn because it's big. It can print about anything in 28, 32 millimeter with that one. Nice.
It's 11.7 inches wide by 6.4 inches, 6.5 inches widthwise, and 11.8 tall. That's a massive.
That's pretty big compared to what we have.
Yeah.
Walkabout says he can live there because he's got his pension. Well, hell, there you go, man. If you have the chance to move to somewhere cheaper and enjoy life,
Do
why not?
it.
Why not? I've seen quite a few posts, and I've seen like apartments or little homes that they've rented. Very nice. You could never get nothing that cheap here. Oh boy, Walkabout said he did one for his kids, 6 feet tall. Wow, very cool.
What's B1? Did a B1 for my kids. What's B1? I'm confused.
Hold on a second here. Yeah, weird World War II. That's. I mean, why not? And you may as well enjoy your money too.
Nerds here.
Hello, nerds. Nerd, how are you? We're just chit chatting about printing resins and recipes for resins and just kind of weird stuff. Pool Villa, here you come. Yeah, sit out by the pool, have some fun.
Okay, I'm still wondering what the hell B1 is. Oh, battle drone. Okay. Oh my. Racking my brain. I know there's a TV show with a character that's called B1. I'm like,
what? What show is that?
My favorite show.
Oh my God, bananas and pajamas.
She would have a kick out of that.
Bananas and pajamas. Yeah, it's one of those. Well, that's
actually
cool.
Started in England. It's a British cartoon.
There's no way they would survive a 6-foot battle droid, though. Sorry. It'd make an interesting show, though. Probably not so family friendly. Well, that's cool, though. Walkabout. I mean, so basically, it's going to cost you too much to send your printers there, which makes sense now. But then you have to buy some over there, huh? Keegan's all, hell yeah.
I'm assuming you did it in pieces.
You'd have to, I mean, but still, it would be fun to have one in the corner of your house, especially if you have the skill to put motors in it, make it move, make it remote control.
We're not. Get it out of your head. We're not putting a battle drone in this house.
That's a battle droid.
Whatever. It's a freaking robot.
No, not one you buy commercially, one you make so you know what's going on with it.
Yeah, somehow you guys would end up electrocuting yourself.
I get a call at work. The battle droid's making me mop the floor. Why did you program it? Oh, you're still here in the room. I'm sorry, I was just joking. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be fun though. 99
parts. That's actually not bad. If it's over 6 feet tall, yeah, that's not bad. That has to be probably pretty heavy.
All right, Walkabout. Do you have pictures of this, man? That would be cool to see. If you have some pictures, I'd very much like to see them. But then that's going to give Keegan here ideas on what to do with his printer. So
no, Tomakis.
Flamethrower droids, yes. Why not? I would not say to use them in the house, of course.
No, you and Keegan would be out there trying to hit each other with them.
No. Don't give him ideas like that. How's dinner? I don't know, but Greg's well done. Yeah, there you go. See if Jeff would go out there and visit so he could go golfing. Brian says he's holding out to print a full-size Wonder Woman, but his wife is pushing back on that for some reason. Yeah.
I would too.
Wow, Ice Wolf, he made a turret with a motor controlled by his phone where he created an app. Nice.
Good job.
Yeah, you'd save some money on those. So Clint and Keegan were tossing around because you guys know you could get the remote controlled tanks, like World War II tanks and whatnot. But to get them out in the parking lot, and some of them shoot plastic pellets. Oh, you built it 3 years ago. Yeah, I was just curious if you had a picture. It would be really cool to see. An assassin droid, Keegan. Yes. As long as it didn't turn on you, then that'd be good. Well, Ice Wolf, if you have the experience for it, why not? 30 years of working in electronics, so there you go. Now, if you needed some plumbing or building done, I could help you there, but I've got 30 years in electronics, so more power to you. Otherwise, I'd be creating all sorts of motorized stuff. I don't know. I don't want to give Keegan too many ideas. I could see the grandkids coming over. Help! Keegan's got some abomination running around through the house. We can't turn it off. And be like, yep, yep. Just have to figure it out on his own. But you could, I guess, always go buy the Tesla bots or all these other companies jumping on the bandwagon to sell you robot servants. Yeah, it would be expensive, Ice Wolf, no doubt. Shipping is not.
And no, we're not going to package Greg up and ship him across the world.
But
no.
What if I wanted to?
You and Mythos are already getting ideas about how to get yourselves out of jail.
Well, no, we don't. We already have that planned out. We're not going to jail. We'll probably divert the blame over to Al, and that way it'll work. But see, that'd be the way I could try to visit you, Walkabout, when you move out there. This big old crate with holes in it gets delivered by their version of FedEx, then you know it's probably me. Be like, why was that package of mine dropped off by the pool? Because I know Walkabout's going to the pool today. But that's a cool move, man. I hear everything's much cheaper, so, have at it. May as well enjoy life. Yeah, I can go up there to Ice Wolf, too. Windmills and tulips. The windmills would be cool. Do you ever go up to the top of those windmills, Ice Wolf, and say, in your head, wow, this would be a good position if I was in World War II? You know what I mean? Without saying too much. That would be interesting, though. But at least you have a very good opportunity. So I'm glad. Walk about, take advantage of it, have fun. And Ashley's sitting there going, how do I get a bigger printer?
I'm thinking about sending you to Keegan.
Keegan's down the street. You don't have to send me to Keegan.
Sell you.
You can't sell me without my permission.
We're married.
No. No, my trust in Keegan doesn't go that far. Yeah, you laugh it up over there. It's all right. Too many moving parts. You have lots of churches and castles. I've always wanted to see the castles and stuff, man. I just always thought it'd be cool. But unfortunately anymore, it's just things over the years have just gotten more and more expensive to do. And yet it doesn't seem like the working person's pay goes up much. So kind of makes it hard to travel, or even like for our anniversary to do this thing. It was actually cheaper than like going and renting a hotel room or doing fancy dinners or stuff. And it's just more of a peaceful kickback kind of thing.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get just all the grandkids out one day. And then the next night kind of be just me and him. That way everyone kind of gets a break from the kids, and the kids can get a break from their parents.
Yep. And honestly, just outside of the campground is a family-owned farm that has a little concession stand. Now, they sell ice cream and jellies and jams and, all sorts of stuff there. So at least we have someplace, too, to go to. You can snack. What was the name of that ice cream?
Exhausted Parents.
They had an ice cream there we tried out.
It was good.
called Exhausted Parents. Yep, that was pretty good. Are you got parades where you're at there? I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but
Parades?
hey, parades are cool. They do them out here too. They're always yelling, get back, save some of the candy for the kids. I'm like, I'm a kid too. I have my bag. You're just throwing it out there. But apparently,
it's weird when an adult does it.
Yeah. So Greg doesn't run out after the parades anymore. Although some of them are fun at some point. Well, oh wow.
Oh, the miniature paintbrush.
Oh,
wow.
miniature paintbrush. We haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing? Glad you stopped by. Say hi. Thank you, sir.
Do you want something to drink?
Yeah, I could use something.
Yeah.
What are you going to go grab some?
I'm going to grab my coffee.
Okay. Oh, okay. Walkabout. So you're a Canadian veteran? Awesome. So is that what the parades are for then? That's pretty cool. To everybody that served anywhere, man, lots of credit and props because putting your life on the line for things, and I don't think you guys get appreciated for what you do, no matter where you're at. And I think anyone that's in the service should be recognized. So, gonna check on your printer. Awesome. So, miniatures paintbrush. We were just chit chatting about printers and resins and resin recipes, and then we kind of veered off a little bit, but that's mostly been a focus of the show today. We're all just talking about printers. Oh, wow. Paint away, sir. And you do a hell of a good job on your stuff. So, for those of you that are going to stop by or listening on the podcast, you can check his channel out too. You've heard us talk about all the other channels, but the miniature paintbrush, he's got some good stuff, man. He's a good guy. For us, I'm really still pretty much caught up. I don't think I was thinking of adding like the bike group to the one-page rules, Human Defense Force, but when I actually print them, I'm like, I don't know. They kind of mostly look like street bikes or something. I don't know. So I'm not sure if I'll use them. It just kind of wasn't what I was expecting. Oh, wow. Walkabout. Really? 22? So, yeah, it's hard pressed to find anybody from that war, that's still out and about. Most of them have passed away. That's cool, though. Those are some people that would be interesting to sit and hear their side of it, not the newspapers and the politics and all that side, but their side of what they had to deal with. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ice Wolf. That's why I said none of them get the respect they deserve, no matter what country they're in. They just all seem to be, I don't know, should just be treated better, in my opinion. If this is what you're going to do for work, then it should be recognized. Wow, 96 years old, huh? As the youngest. Every once in a while, I'll see like an interview or a partial, a snippet of interviews. These guys, they seen such stuff that, I mean, it's amazing how they were able to come back and see the brutality that they seen and just function like, well, okay, I'm back. I've got to, work the farm or the store, whatever they were doing before they left, and go forward. Hello, Stephen Jamison. How are you? What's up? We were just talking about resin recipes, a little bit of everything, and now about World War II vets. So we are doing good. Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, thank you. I have a big giant mallard duck cup. That's one of my many cups. Well, we're glad you're good. We're all doing good so far, so that's a good thing, man. If you wake up and you have already beaten the day by doing so, then the rest is you can figure out as you go. But for us, it's been a fun ride, man, over all these years. To be honest with you, to get to meet people from different parts of the world, different places, learn different techniques and all that. Well, Stephen, who took my dice? How are you, sir?
I would say that's who's on Facebook.
Yep.
Is Steven. That's who took my dice.
Yeah, I know. But now it's under who took my dice.
Because you can't see everyone's comment. That's what it was.
Nerd. I like that. We had a World War II vet talk to a Sunday school class as a little kid. He was talking about sorts of trophies they valued off of enemy corpses. The teacher was mortified but didn't interrupt him. But you know what, a nerd's nerd? I think the problem is, this is my opinion, is they sell violence and glory in the movies and stuff to kids like it's no big deal. Like you'll see people get up, they were shot in the shoulder in the movies, they put a patch, walk away. Are you kidding me? You're going to bleed out in like 2 minutes if you're shot and hit that artery. And what happens in war is very brutal. I believe they should be told the truth of the brutality so it's not glorified. So you shouldn't be going to war unless there's an imminent threat to you or your country or a reason. And when you do, it's not the movies. And I think that's good. Like you're saying, it popped up. So you gave good insight to the realities of war. Yes, as opposed to the glorified versions that we see in the media, where they just make it like it's no big deal. And it is a big deal. Oh, Ice Wolf says in the Netherlands, they always invite back all the vets and try to pay back for what they all had to do to liberate your country. Very cool, very commendable. I've just seen a lot of and heard of a lot of mistreatment of vets, especially when they need medical services and stuff. And it's just not something that should be happening anywhere to anybody. But yeah, I think they need the insight too. It's just selling them this version of it's cool, and you're not respawning if you get headshot like in Call of Duty or something. You're just done. And a lot of these kids are signing up. They have no clue. They think it's something than what they're going to get into. But nowadays, I don't know. That's a whole nother topic on a whole nother show. I guess I should start a separate channel and talk about things like that too, but probably just get taken down the way things are today. Oh, just a second here.
You know who we haven't seen yet?
The other Brian.
I say Mutt.
So who took my dice says Canada has consistently let them down. It's incredibly sad. Happens here too, and I've heard about that.
Oh yeah.
So it's just over the years, it isn't something new. It's like the VA out here for helping them has just been riddled with scandals for decades of mismanagement. And just not helping people or categorizing them, or it's just been, how can I say without sounding rude, a crap show, and it's always been that way, and it should have been fixed decades ago instead of just letting it run amok. And it is pretty sad to be honest with you. But that is how it goes, man. That's what I said. I don't think kids should be lied to. I think they need to be told the truth. You go look at a picture of an 18-year-old, you know, when World War II happened, and look at one today, and you'll see a huge difference, mentality and everything else. And I don't know, it's a whole different mindset too. So, ooh, Minnie Wormut's lurking in the background. Hello, sir.
Of course.
See, Ashley heard you and he came out to say hi. Hello, Brian. The other Brian, how are you?
Damn it, who let the mud in?
Oh, yeah. Who took my dice? I understand. I completely understand. Movie A Bridge Too Far and The Forgotten Battle are taking place in the Netherlands and in Band of Brothers, episode 5. Band of Brothers was pretty good, the few that I've seen here or there. And Walkabout, you played Zombicide last night? Awesome. Did you play by yourself or did you get to play with family or friends? And what was the outcome? See that many Warmut? A Nerd's Nerd says hi to you too. And so do Walkabout Games. Yeah, we were wondering when you were going to show up, sir.
Honestly, he's probably getting food. It's Brian.
Oh, and SmackDown begins.
How's that SmackDown? It's usually true. He's usually watching us in a drive-thru.
Well,
so it's not SmackDown. Just wondering what's going to be this time.
So you're curious as to what Minnie Warmut's having. Right. That's what it is. Minnie Warmut. She's curious what you got to eat. Because she was wanting chili cheese fries earlier, but that just hasn't happened yet. So
no, because the husband hasn't got it for me yet.
We'll have to have the time. Besides, it takes time to grow the things needed to make chili and the cheese, you know.
You're growing cheese now?
Well, I may as well try. Homemade cheese. So, what are you doing now?
Coloring Groot.
Groot?
I'm paying attention.
Oh, wow. Minnie Wormut says his wife, Grandpa, was a Higgins boat driver.
Geez.
Watched his fellow soldiers get mowed down on D-Day. He would pretty much tell you what he did, but didn't explain any further. Yeah, you know, when you guys remember the movie Private Ryan, I think that was one of the first ones I seen that really kind of portrayed them. As soon as those ramps fell, those guys were lit up. They were dead on their feet, most of them.
I'm surprised any of them made it out of there.
It was amazing that anybody made it out of that up those beaches too. Yeah, everybody that was involved in that war was literally just, I don't know what to say other than like World War I, you know, was very brutal too, which they really don't. I mean, there is some interest in it, but some of that is kind of overshadowed by World War II. But to me, both these world wars, you know, cost the lives on all sides, just a ridiculous amount of death. And, you know, if the politicians want to fight, maybe they should go get in a cage and fight and leave everybody else out of it. And then whoever wins, wins, you know.
But so, they ain't going to.
It was just I just have a lot of respect for service members. They really do go put their lives on the line for what they believe in, and you know, they should get something other than what they do.
Yeah, the disrespect that a lot of people freaking
There's
get.
A lot of disrespect anymore. It's just society has changed a lot too, so But a lot of it too is they just won't pass down the realities of these things. Case in point, even if you've got a World War II based game, if you were to talk too much about a certain party, then you know, even though these groups existed, that's what the fights were over. You really can't talk about a lot of it, and they censor too much. They really need to teach the kids this is that this is what happened. This is why we went. This is what was going on. Let them see it. So again, like Nerd was talking about, it's not some glorified thing that you get from Hollywood movies.
But they won't though.
This is life and death. But they're just not going to do that in the education system because they don't educate them with much knowledge, in my opinion, anymore. They graduate, and what do they know? Not a whole lot. And
How
so
to flip up on a screen.
Yeah, how to operate their iPhone or something. But it's I don't know. But anyways, onward to other stuff. Yeah, many more about they do think they're tough. So I was saying earlier, just take a look at a picture of a young man going to war when he's 18, World War II, and a picture today of an 18-year-old guy, and you're just it's not even the same, man. I mean, it's just not. Oh, you're setting up your table for some grimdark Star Quest action? Ooh, that ought to be pretty good.
What, no food?
No, he's setting his table up. That's pretty cool, Ice Wolf, that they have some plaques and statues up. And that way at least they can see over here they've taken down statues, but whether you like the stuff or not, it happened in history. So history's supposed to be a reminder so it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
But when you start removing things because of ideologies and you start rewriting history, then people forget, and that's a lot of what happens over here. You see it all the time over here. Miniature paintbrush. You're a teacher. I always wondered if you were a teacher just by your demeanor. I always thought it was really good watching your videos. But yeah, I don't. I have, and no, talked to many teachers here, and they do not. They just don't teach them what they need to be taught. That's all I can say. It's more of a political, ideological kind of raising them up on, as opposed to, look, this happened, that happened. Here's how you do this. Here's how you do that. Like common sense things. It's just not anymore. But yeah, I don't know. The whole world's a mess, right, you guys? So that's why we can all hang out and chit chat and find a little bit of relief before everybody has to do their work week thing and blah blah blah. And it's one reason I enjoy gaming. A little bit of relaxation is good for the mind because I'm one of those people that thinks you should be aware of what's going on around you. 100%, you should know. But I wouldn't say to dwell on it or worry on it. Just be informed so you can make informed decisions. Uh, but you can't worry about everything either at the same time. So there's a little bit of a line to draw there. Um, but certainly getting a mental break and sitting down and gaming is fun. Going out, like we said, we're going to go camping. I just like to enjoy family stuff, family things.
We do, because we got our anniversary this upcoming weekend, and then Father's Day weekend we have a family camp kind of.
So it's been 102 years now, right?
For what, our anniversary?
Yeah, it seems like it.
800.
800. No, I won't go for that. I'll give you 100. The world's a mess, Keegan says. Tell them to clean their room. Yeah, sure. And many more months. Wow, so you're going to be doing Star Quest and 5 parsecs from them. I know Axe Annex, David likes that. 5 parsecs from home. I've never played it. mainly because I just don't have the time to get into anything else other than what I've got. But that's a fairly popular game too, that I've heard about and run across. Yeah, I don't know. Mini Warmut's got a couple games coming up. Mini Warmut says he loves making his own narrative games. Yeah, that is cool. You really have a chance to get out and do that. Charles does his own thing too, like that. Um, as I've told you guys every show, man, a lot of it's just time. There's things I'd like to do, some of these things, but unfortunately, at the end of the day or the end of the week, I'm like, what happened to the week? Like I had this plan to do,
Yep.
game wise, and then boom, the week's gone. Or you see what I'm saying? So going back to walkabout, man, you can retire and go do that stuff, have fun, enjoy all that, then you do it. And maybe warm up when your stuff comes out, we'll watch that. So I guess my imagination, I'm kind of afraid to let it out of my head. I don't know. We should see though. But I have trouble trying to get my Texas Rangers and Apes game that I've had for over a year wanting to do. And see, a whole year plus has gone by, and I still haven't been able to pull that off. And I've got the miniature sitting right here.
Yeah, well, we gotta try to find
left of
terrain.
me painted.
You want Wild West terrain.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard to find 15 millimeter Wild West terrain.
Yeah, I know. But see what I'm saying? It just seems like, wow, it's already this long's gone by, and I just kind of want to be done with working anymore. Not that I'm lazy. I like the work I do. I want to have more free time, you know, and or do something that makes a little bit more money. Somebody said write a book, Greg. I'm like, if I try to write a book, I don't think they wouldn't know how to label. Is that fiction? That couldn't happen to one person, so they probably wouldn't believe what I could tell them the truth. Many Warmuts. It's gonna slowly creep back into the fog and listen with an evil laugh. All right, Many Warmut, be careful. Lots of bad things happen in dark fog. Dense fog. Your home, Ashley. Start learning Blender. Keegan says. Keegan, she knows how to operate a blender. I've had her make like blended stuff. Oh, Blender. See, I can't even do a dad joke. Wow. She knows. Yeah, you could try that if you want. Design your own things and then print them up. Although, Keegan, she might come up with some sort of oddball creature to wipe out all of our forces that we play against her on. So
Keegan won't play against my forces.
Yeah. So who knows?
He don't like him.
Well, miniature paintbrush, I think Brian will be just fine. He's just going to lurk in the background.
Until someone goes and makes a comment about he doesn't do anything or whatever.
You're going to try and pull him back out of the fog, aren't you? Just let him be in the fog. He's fine. He's good.
He's probably eating.
You are trying to lure him out really bad. Don't take the bait, Mini Warmut. Just stay where you're at. You're fine. Ashley will bait you till you come out of there.
Well, he's the one that got the last game all of us killed.
He can't hear me, Greg. He's in the fog. Oh, that would have been awesome if I had some fog to put across the screen at this moment. That would have been cool. Can't really do that, though. Wait. Maybe I could try this.
Oh, my God. That's just.
But that's kind of cheap, right? Ice Wolf says, start with Tinkercad online and free. It's like logo design 3D. Blender is hard. So Tinkercad. Try that then, Ash. So a nerd's nerd, what is 3D Builder? That's another same type of program. It's just called 3D Builder. Because she's been wanting to design some stuff, but the easier the better. See, there you go. There's some suggestions for you. What's wrong? Got a headache?
Yeah, all of a sudden, right in my eye, like the bridge of my nose. I think I moved my neck.
Well, I would try that too. I'd write that down. I'd try both their suggestions. That was Hollywood quality, you think, Keegan? Thank you.
Ass kisser.
It was just some amazing rendering of fog, right? Right. It's not like it was just some paper I held up in front of the camera, but I tried, man. You know. It's a Microsoft, a nerd says. Ashley, she is super intuitive, but sculpting soft surfaces is brutal. So then Ice Wolf with Windows 3D, well, so with 3D Builder, you said it's good for checking files or built well. So do you build it in 3D Builder or use 3D Builder to check it? Well, there we go, Nerd's Nerd. If they're making tanks and mechs, then we could use that. Cool. Keegan says he completely thought it was fog. All right. I'm moving on up. We'll have to look hard into that, you guys, on Nerd's Nerd and Ice Wolf, because honestly, it'd just be fun to kind of design our own things sometimes. So thank you for the suggestions, you guys. We appreciate that. Did you write that down? Oh, yeah, you did. Good job. No? Okay.
You know I gave you the rest of your coffee.
Huh? Tastes a little funny.
Oh, it's just rat poison.
No, it won't affect me then. I'm tough. You could build stuff, but you can also import an STL. Oh, okay. So you can take a file, put it in there, and see if it's built correctly. Gotcha.
It's a Microsoft.
So when you go to do a design, what's the, well, I guess how can I ask? So let's just say you had an idea in your head. Then you just start tinkering around with these things, I guess? Or do you have to have other, I don't know. I guess I'm not sure. If you open it, it's like a blank canvas. Ice Wolf says just select an STL, right mouse it, open it, and it's in that list. Okay. You think Chris will be bad, Keegan, if you printed a Spartan laser? Depends on how you used it, as long as you weren't flashing off. Thank you, Miniatures Paintbrush. He said, when did you guys get a fog machine? Well done. It even had a whoosh sound effect. We try. Although Mini Warmont has some pretty good sound effects when he does Zombicide. He's just naturally good at making appropriate noises.
I don't see 3D Builder.
You can't find 3D Builder?
I found Blender.
Well, yeah.
But not 3D Builder.
She's trying to find the 3D Builder, but she can't find it, I guess.
Not in my Microsoft.
Yeah. Thank you, Mini Warmont. Well, you'll find it. No, so wait. If it's Microsoft, is it like a browser add-on or an app? Or do we just search it in general?
I'm in apps.
Well, it'd just be fun to do. It'd be fun to learn how to go about getting things done, right? All right, a nerd says $3. So that's probably the best intro then. So reading what you were saying there, that's just the easiest one to start with. So it's 3D Builder, Ashley. It's in standard Windows. Oh, okay. So you got to look in the Windows icon down there and look for 3D Builder. Okay, thank you. I'll have her see if she can find that. Mini Wormut says he's busting out 3 bags of aquarium plants and making some sci-fi terrain for Obsidian 9. Hey, those plants will work good. Like you're on, can do whatever your imagination is out, right? You can get it out and use it. You left a cookie in the last comment we see. But it's only half a cookie, Minute Wormut. You didn't share the whole thing. We'll look forward to seeing your little presentation, which should be really well, actually. And we gave you a compliment I did about making sound effects, Minute Wormut. So you do good ones, especially on Zombicide.
It is no longer available.
Oh, great. Ice Wolf and a Nerd's Nerd. It says Windows 3D Builder.
Right here. This product is currently unavailable.
Microsoft says it's currently unavailable. Maybe it doesn't work well unless it says view and store. Well, it doesn't let you.
Because as soon as I click download, it comes over here.
Yeah.
So it won't let me.
So you can't download it anymore. It's not available at this time. I don't know if they're updating it or
it could be.
Or maybe that's what they're doing. But it's not. It's saying no. Not able to use. Oh, well. No, Mini Wormut, you do really good. I wasn't being sarcastic. I'm saying when we do the Zombicide stuff, you always make like the appropriate noises for the setting. So it's cool. And you know what? I'm accused many times of being a 5-year-old. And I'm okay with that. Seriously.
5-year-old? That's giving you too much damn credit.
Yep. All right. So Nerd's Nerd says, well, oh snap. I'd go with Tinkercad instead. So we'll look at Tinkercad. Mini Wormut says he's teasing, but Ashley, go cook something.
Yep, that's what I was waiting for.
All right, a Nerd's Nerd, we'll try that then. You said it's intuitive and more powerful tool. That's interesting that the other one is no longer available.
It's on my Microsoft store.
Give us something to try, anyways. Thank you, guys. We'll see how it unfolds from there. I mean, it can't hurt. Oh, so she found Tinkercad. She's creating an account now. Hey, Johnny, how are you, sir? May the 4th be with you. Aha, that's right. It is the 4th. Dun, 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 dun. The Force is always with me. Okay.
Mike, it's June. No, it's not. Wow.
What posted twice there, man? Or Wolf Brother Hobbies, Mythos? I don't see anything posting twice. That's okay, though. If it posted twice, I don't see it here, unless you can see it on your end.
I don't see anything that Mythos has posted.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he says. I don't know why it posted twice. That's the only thing for a while.
You're doing okay, Lindstar? That's good. As long as you're doing good, that's all we can ask, right? Wake up, take the day for what it is, and just be happy we woke up. Because everything else don't matter after that. But I'm glad you're doing all right, sir. Oh, Ice Wolf, it won't let you send a link. It'll try. If you try it, it'll block it. YouTube will block the link. Mythos, tipping the bottle a little too much. Now, maybe we're not. That's not fair. He said he uses a straw. That's the best way to enjoy those beverages. It just gets to the point quicker. The sipping thing, it takes too long. You know what I mean? Did you find it? You did.
Yeah.
Well, she's in there. She made an account. So we'll see where this goes. Find out what she's going to make. I have no idea. But it's all right, Ice Wolf. Thank you for trying. But YouTube won't let people put links in their comments. They'll let whoever's running the show do it. Like I could put a link in there, but they won't. They won't allow others to do it.
Well, she can kind of do it.
Johnny says he's been really enjoying the Army Painter speed paints. He's been changing some of his older paint styles for battletech. Nice. They are a nice set of paints. The only one I was not thrilled with was the this one, the speed paint Crusader skin. It didn't do what I thought it would do, so I stay back with my two-step technique of just applying a skin.
It's too dark,
and then a skin shade. Yeah, she's already doing that. Tinkercad has a tutorial, Keegan said. Ash. So she just set the account, so maybe later tonight she can run through that. So thank you for the suggestions, you guys, because it'd just be fun to design some things. We'll see how that goes. But the Army Painter speed paints, they are good paints. What's wrong?
My sinuses.
Well, with the upside that Tinkercad has a tutorial, that's going to be a big help. So you won't be left to try to figure out something you can just learn. Well, cool. Well, is there anything else you want me to cover, Ash?
Mm-mm.
It's more because you're changing off the Rust-Oleum Krylon base coatings and not for hobby base. I use the Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover.
Yeah.
Johnny and I have never had an issue with the paint. I mean, it's a gray, so I've just never had any issue using that as a primer because one time I tried not primering my miniatures. Some people have great success. I don't. The paint will separate, especially if you missed a spot when you were washing it. There's a little bit of oil or something there. But I always wash them. If I buy them on the sprues, I take them out and I give them a coat of primer first, and I take it from there. That works for me. But as far as being thick, well, at least the particular one I use, the gray, Johnny, I mean, like, especially on ultramarines and things have like the lines or details. I find it actually, to me, it helps make it stand out. It doesn't cover it. But then again, I don't saturate it either. I'll just kind of lightly dust it with it. And I found it works great. And then the speed paints work on that really good. Oh, wow. Nerd says Painter's Touch works great, but you got to be careful in application. It comes out so fast that that even a split second too long can clog. Huh. Too much, too fast. All right, Ice Wolf, we will definitely try to do that. Miniature Paintbrush asks, what's on everybody's hobby desk? Nice question. Ethos says he's working on 5 custodies. Those things, that's a group I always kind of looked at as, thought they were pretty cool. So I don't have any Ethos. Linstar is doing battle mechs. I finished up my stormtroopers for 1-page rules. So currently, I don't have. Well, currently, what's on my desk, miniature paintbrushes from SPQR. You know the Roman sets. I'll do some gladiator stuff. So last week, we just kind of snipped them off. They're sprues, and I'm not going to put them in the big trays. I'm going to cut the stubs off the bottom. I want to mount them to a base, and these will be, Roman gladiators. So I wanted to, before I did anything, I wanted to make sure I have the right paints because I want to follow this, the scheme they got there on the box. So for me, sir, it's just some Romans I want to touch up on to get them going and finished. Otherwise, I'm pretty much caught up. You don't paint Warhammer. Link Star says let's paint Max. You did an attempt at basing. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, paint whatever you want. I've painted a lot of Warhammer. I was just saying, for me, the cam that I use, it isn't just Warhammer. Like every other item I've painted with it, I've liked how it worked. But I've also gotten used to it, so it doesn't come out heavy or blotchy for me. Cool. Nerds got the last few sections of the Eastern Front World War II Warzone on the bench. Then Oblivion released, so your bench has been shamefully untouched since. Well, Linstar says need another. Well, the painting challenge he has comes out a little bit later in the year, Johnny. So the painting challenge is fun. If you do it like Mini Wormut does once a year, because it gives you a little bit more motivation. Because everybody at some point is like, I want to do it, but you just got to kind of take a little bit of a break. But he doesn't. He only does it once a year, which I think is nice. And then if other people do it, you have a chance to get in on theirs too. But you're not constantly feeling like you got to be in all these competitions. So.
Oh, it doesn't break.
What are you doing, Ash?
Oh, what did I fucking miss?
I don't know. What did you miss? Yeah, it's kind of hard sometimes, Johnny. It just like there's times I've sat down, I'm like, well, do I want to do this? I want to, but I don't really have a lot of time to just be able to. So sometimes the motivation is, Fortunately, this year I've got a lot of things accomplished. I talked about at the beginning of the year, and for the most part, my miniatures are pretty much caught up at this moment. Keyword, because you guys all know how that goes. But figure this way, I want to get more focused back on some gaming. Of course, I like my miniatures painted before I game, even though they don't have to be. It's just, you guys know how that goes. So on my bench, I don't have a lot at this moment because I'm fairly well caught up with what I'm doing.
I got you 7 pieces over there. You still got to paint.
What? Oh, well, jeez. That's right. Never mind. Ashley printed me up. What'd you print me up? Another artillery, 2 artillery crews, and another
mortar.
So she
Yeah,
had print me up some more mortars for 1-page rules and another 2 sets of artillery crews because each mortar, has to have a crew to run it. So I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot. She did print those up. I have that to do. Well, technically, I guess miniature paintbrush. I'd have to also do the 6mm buildings that Ashley has
Do we
printed
get
up,
those back
courtesy
yet?
of what?
Do we get those back from the 3-year-old? Because she's claimed them.
Yeah,
So I have to print more.
It's funny. She's set up a little town on the table behind us, and she'll get her miniatures, which are one of them's a 1-page rule, like Sergeant, and then some little guys, riflemen, and she'll run through the town pretending that there's giant spiders. So it's kind of cute.
Yeah,
So
I have Warhammer.
She likes to use this one. She likes me
It's
to
a giant spider.
have this one come after her guys. It's funny. She'll roll a dice, even though she's not sure what she's doing. She rolls the dice. Then she just moves them and starts going pew 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 pew. So
it is. It's really cute.
She's getting the concept of gaming down fairly quickly. So I give her props for that at 3 years old.
Well, I mean, when we did the last Apple Strike, I just basically numbered them across each model and then put them in a little box. She drew for me, yes. She drew some good guys.
See, you have wanted her to draw. But yeah, motivation, man. Sometimes it is hard to get motivated. Nice Wolf says mostly he paints stuff really fast. Oh, you're using airbrushes. Yep.
Yeah,
we have an airbrush, but we have not used it. Clint gave her one a long time ago.
It's still in the box over there.
I think it's still in the box over there as one of his older ones, but it's just
we don't have a ventilated room and don't have a little air compressor.
I bet I could use my framing air compressor, my little one.
Yeah, but that would get irritating. You need a lot of ventilation. Because I have air paints.
Miniature paintbrush says that's epic. Are you referring to the 3-year-old? Yeah, she
loves it. She has some of I accidentally built a couple different ones.
Miniature paintbrush.
Here,
hold on.
Here, go ahead.
Miniature paintbrush. Then see, we're trying to keep her in the gaming thing, but listen, she's watched us paint so much. She has her own bench, sir. So hold on. I know the other guys have seen this, but miniature paintbrush is not here. So for you, sir, we will do this. See that? That is her painting station. Her own desk, her own chair. I got her. And whoa, you're moving it too much, Ash. So see the miniatures? She has little animal miniatures there. She has her own paint tray. Okay. Her miniatures. Oh, look.
She jacked Grandma's.
She took Ashley's Citadel paint washing cup. And she has her own light. Those are some of the things she's painted. Here is one of her paintbrush cups. Because I give her the dollar store brushes so that she has a chance to, paint. And
she has a dice tower. She has her own little dice.
Yeah. There's her dice tower that she's painted repeatedly, multicolors, because she likes painting it. She's learning how to use dice. So there's her multicolored dice.
She got mad because she thought she lost one.
Yeah, she frantically was looking for one that she missed. So it's kind of cute. She'll sit there and she'll paint and she'll paint and she'll wipe her brush in that, and then she will wipe it on her. Well, you can see the paint rag. I mean, she uses a rag.
She watches me use it.
So she wipes her brush. And she's learned how to wash it. She learned how to put the paints in the little bits at a time. So I just thought, I don't know, I'm pretty proud of her. I thought it's pretty cool. And she's sitting right here. She wanted her desk next to mine.
Yeah, because I was going to put it where our little stand is back there. That one. That's where I was going to put her. But nope, she wanted next to her papa's desk.
Yeah. So she'll come in here. She'll be really good at sit and paint. She loves it. I just wanted to share that because Really makes my heart feel good. Oops. Oh, thanks, Mythos. Yeah, it is pretty cute. An ice wolf. That little desk there will grow with her because I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it, but it adjusts up and the chair adjusts up. So it'll grow with her for several years, anyways. And she's starting out now with the cheaper, simpler paints, but it's just funny. She's got the concept down. Miniature paintbrush says, "No way, that's cool. My 6-year-old doesn't want to even have a paint desk yet. I'm going to have to build her a desk." Oh, thank you, miniature paintbrush. Very cool. Yeah. Well, your 6-year-old will at some point be interested in what you're doing. So she's part of it too. Is okay. So if you want to get stuff done, and you have a 3-year-old once in a while. They got a lot of energy, but she's very smart. So she wanted a desk, so I did fork the money out, get her a desk, and the paints were cheap, of course. They're the apple barrel. They're still like 50, 75 cents for a big bottle. And she knows about the resin printer. She calls it the toy maker. It's the toy maker. And so she's had Ashley print her little guys. Like I said, she's been taking the minute.
Not spoiled
See the little
whatsoever.
the 6mm stuff over there. That's why I said she's been watching
I printed
us.
up a bunch of little 6mm T80s. I just got them jacked.
Yeah, she wants the miniature tanks. So she's taking the tanks. It was funny because she was first had her guys, little riflemen, going pew pew pew. Then she's just put them down and walked over to Ashley's desk and said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Tanks." She started grabbing the tanks and then made the tanks fight the giant spider.
So I told her she can have all of the little ones I just printed. I can reprint. Those ain't a problem. Yeah. She's not having any of them that are painted up here. Your mother's there.
Oh, hey, Mom. Mom's there. You said, my mom says.
She's not spoiled.
I want everyone to know that she's not spoiled. Nope, not really. But hey, future hobbyist. And so miniatures paintbrush, I just wanted to share that with you so you could see. And everybody else, I think other people have seen the desk here or there. But yeah, she's very much trying to get the concept of rolling dice, but she really likes painting and she likes to go through. She watches us, so she just, I'm telling you, sit there and paint, wash her brush, wipe it off, and then so she's got it. She's got that part down. And it's just kind of fun. Makes you kind of feel good. You look over and she's sitting there doing the same thing. You're like, yes. So, yeah. But that's part of the fun of being a grandparent. You can do those things.
I just realized Bluey's on the table.
Oh, yeah. Bluey is on the table. Hey, Mom. Mito says hi. But no, I don't consider... Is that spoiling her, or is that just showing her?
She's got all the Paw Patrol, a Bluey, a SpongeBob, her own chair, her own desk, her own paint stuff. Oh yeah, she's not spoiled whatsoever.
But I'm just showing her. I'm just showing her the way, right? That's the way. You want to get into miniatures?
And if I print you anything, I better make sure there's a double because she's gonna want one too.
Yeah, she does like to have the same thing.
She does. She'll either try to jack my stuff and want extras of mine, so I'll print a couple extra of mine, so that way they can battle the extra ones of his. It's actually cute watching her do it.
It's fun. It's all good. I didn't realize Bluey's sitting on the
so I'm like, what is up on the table?
Leaning against the box. Well, he was just there to watch the fight, I guess. Hey, Mom. Ice Wolf says hello to you, too. I'm trying not to be an embarrassment, Mom. I'm trying to live up to your expectations. But
she found you on a rock.
That's good. You can do a lot of thinking under a rock because you're left alone.
Okay, Patrick.
No, not that. Not Patrick.
Greg's hero says
hey, Mom, Minnie Wormut says hi. Also. Yeah, I don't know if that would be spoiling her. I was just trying to guide her in her ability to become a gamer or a painter.
We let her pretty much do. She wants to come back. It's come back here. She's allowed to, but as long as it's not any of our miniatures, we always tell her, you have your own. You paint yours.
Yep, she's very respectful.
And she's very respectful of it. So
Mom says, hello, everyone. Hope
She
you're all
asked
doing
if
good.
she wants something off of my desk or her grandpa's. So, because I have a buttload of dinosaurs up on mine, so she always keeps trying to take those.
Well, it's because they're dinosaurs.
They are mine. So I printed her own Jeff, so she stays off of mine.
Yeah, Ashley and her Jeff obsession. She's printed her a little miniature Jeff. But Maya likes it. She's got it on the table.
Yeah, I think she has a baby Groot up there somewhere.
Yeah. So far, Mom, I think everybody's doing good today. Everybody's accomplishing good things and having fun. So that's what it's all about, right? I mean, you got to have some fun in life because just you have to. Yes, it is good for the hand-eye coordination. It's good for the imagination too, Ice Wolf, because I just let her paint what she wants, to paint. Groot, Ice Wolf says. Yep. Ashley, so now Groot, now you started it, Ice Wolf. She's got 2 baby Groots right there.
Who are you saying 2?
Or do you got more?
I got 3.
Oh, you got 3.
Oh, no, they were at our local store as like a grab mystery bag kind of thing. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. So I had to get some. So I ended up getting 5 of them all together and ended up getting 1 duplicate. No, 4 of them. I ended up getting 4. And she got the duplicate.
Yeah, she's got it on her desk.
So.
Uh-oh, Minnie Wormuth says you may regret this, but what? A mercenary crew name? Oh, there you go, you guys. Minnie Wormuth's asking all of you, I'm assuming all of you, for mercenary crew name. Huh. Oh my gosh,
I have a group coloring book.
What would be a good mercenary
Mutt.
crew name?
Mutts.
No. I don't know. How many's in the crew? Many more months.
Do you gotta go outside? Alright, hold on.
Like, is it like the Magnificent Seven type of a thing?
Hold on, I'm coming.
How many are in your crew?
Go.
Oh, Ice Wolf says he's printed 2 Groots. Yeah, Johnny wants to know what game. A crew for what game? One never knows. We'll figure out something anywhere, but I don't know. The Atomic Dogs. There you go. Mythos says. 5-man crew. The setting there, Mini Warmut. Telemachus says Black Star Covenant, Crimson Void Syndicate, the Ash Dogs, Iron Meridian, or Null Horizon Pact. There. The Ash Dogs. That's interesting, Telemachus. Wasteland War Dogs. I don't know. That's interesting because you can, you could come up with a whole bunch of names. Well, Mini Warmut, there's a bunch of them there now. At least several. The Atomic Dogs will be an awesome crew name for Burrows and Badgers. There you go. Huh. Oh. Yeah, Crimson Void sounds pretty good, Mini Wormlet. Be something unique, because a lot of the games have a lot of the same names. Create a Merc crew name generator. There you go. There you go, miniature paintbrush. So if they're out there just wandering around in a yeah, it's always good to ask because sometimes you get that lock in your head and it's like need some input. So Mini Warm-Up was asking for a name for his
Yeah, I
crew.
know. I have my phone on. I heard.
Oh, okay. Had your phone out there. I don't know. Well, that's a good question. A fantasy name generator works too, huh? Well, if they're out there wandering around, middle of nowhere, taking on jobs, I don't know, man. Alrighty. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm like tossing things around, but I don't know. I mean,
Actually, everyone gave him
you
a
did
lot
stump,
of different names.
You did stump me a little bit there, Mini Warm-Up, just because it sidetracked my mind a little, but that's okay. It sometimes needs to just like push the button and restart. I don't know. You know what? I just sit down and write down all these names they've suggested and then write down others and kind of see what comes out.
Yeah, you could just take all the names and then throw them in a hat or a box or whatever and just draw.
Oh, there you go. Telinica says Traveler RPG has name generators from mercenary groups.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, thanks for sharing that, Telemachus. That would be interesting.
That or that, you can always type them into like a free will spinner and do it that way too.
Pick a bunch of them and then let it spin and see what it comes up with. But at least those are name generators. You're going to take your toys to another playground. You got quite a few responses.
I say you got a whole bunch of them, so pick one, or I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Try the online generators. I really can't come up with anything right at the moment. But my mind's a little bit too preoccupied too, so I think the biggest problem I have is one day I lost my mind and like I never went to try to find it after that. You found a monster truck RPG, Keegan?
Oh, what a surprise on that one.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I leave it to Keegan. He'll probably find an RPG for about anything, I guess. What are you doing, Ashley?
If Brian can't figure it out.
Oh boy, she's typing all these names into a spinning wheel for you to decide, and then she's gonna spin it here. Any more, Mutt? What did it come up? Oh, you're getting the rest of the names. humble noobs. If there's 5 of them and they do unknown mercenary work, you know, I don't know. Certain things come to mind, but I mean, are you still entering them all in, Ash?
Mm-hmm. Hey, a lot of people gave him names.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't. Zombies and mummies as truckers? Oh, okay.
Any other names, you guys?
The Forsaken. How about the Forsaken 5? How about that? The Forsaken 5. Because there's 5 of them, right? I don't know. Kick that around.
Okay. Anyone else?
No, I don't know. Nice question, though. God, everybody thinking what? The Dirty Dozen? There you go. But they're mercenaries,
2,
so
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
the Wayward
9, 10,
5. I don't know.
11. There's 11 names.
Gamers with Coffee.
I'll put it in there.
Reavers. Man, anytime I see the word Reavers, I think of Serenity. You know, Reavers were some crazy people. The Gutterborn Legion.
I think there's what,
That's
3
interesting.
or 4 there? 5? How many are there on that one?
Ice Wolf says Barista Boys. There you go. Kind of sound like a new age rock group with coffee, huh? Watch out. The Barista Boys are coming. Oh, no. Close the walls to the city. But that would be cool. You could have fun with that one.
I don't know how many names I could put up on this wheel.
I don't know. You got all of them typed in already?
Yeah.
Minnie Warmont said you didn't know how to use a computer.
Oh, fuck off.
The Purified.
Any other ones? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 19 names so far.
Yeah, see, Minnie Warmont, there's already 19 of them now.
20 with Brian's last one.
Silver Banshees.
Okay, there's 20.
I have no name generator up, so I can only come up with a couple. A Shadow Crew. What about shadow workers? I mean, mercenaries are in the background. They're always working for money, but they're not supposed to be seen. Huh. You could always name them better than your crew. That way, wherever they go, you can say, my crew's better than your crew. Top noob, Keegan says. What are you doing, Ash? I don't think they're ready right now.
Trying to readjust it so it's
all able to be seen. The hell?
The Ashleys.
Shooting coffee bean.
The Wanderers. That'd be funny if it picks that one.
What one?
See what she's done, Mini Warmont? Typed all the names in. So when you say spin, she'll spin it and it'll pick a name.
Greg's
Look at all
peg
that.
legs.
Greg's peg legs. How about the Filthy Five? They do.
I think I did that one.
Oh,
The
Dirty
Forsaken Five.
Deeds. The Dirty Deeds crew. You know, like Dirty Deeds, done dirt cheap. May not be cheap anymore because of inflation, but there you go. Miniatures Paintbrush says the Reapers. You don't want to name them Greg's Peg Legs Mini Warm-Up because then people will be telling them to hop to it. The Grinders. Oh.
27.
Well, that's 27 suggestions in there then, Mini Warmont.
Can I get to 30?
Type in not Warhammer. And if it selects that,
Okay. 28.
there you go, Brian. Oh, yeah, we're just taking it off the other screen. With the camera, that's why it's all backwards. We see Casey, LC, Cleek. Yep. The C team.
29.
Huh. Reapers or Reavers in the name would be good because those are all just like hardcore names.
Dawnbreaker. 30.
Yo, you made it to 30 names. Mini Warmut. 30 names in there now. Order of the Silver Serpents. Keegan says Trailer Park Mercs. The Magnificent Five. The Corrupted Flock.
Hold on. Okay. Let me get the ones that Ice Wolf put in there.
Red Velvet. Monster X. All K-pop groups. Yeah, I just say, wait a minute. Or how about New Kids in the Wasteland? That's the New Kids on the Block. You've had two people tell you this. The Wild Mutts.
Okay. Ryan says spin it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm forgiven.
48. Icon.
What? The winner was Icon. Wow.
Do you want me to take out all the last like dozen?
The Cornstalkers. Do you want us to take out the bands or spin it again?
Oh, let me take out the bands. All right, we'll try that again.
That's funny though, Ice Wolf, that Icon came up.
The Purifier.
What the hell did you spell it as?
Purified.
The Purified. So the Purified, I guess. Oh, you didn't mess it up, Ice Wolf. That's all good.
Well, when you enter them, I mean, I don't have a say on when it stops.
So it says the Purified. Do you want that one, Mini Wormhut, or should we spin it again? But that's what it came
It was
up
rolled.
with. It was rolled, therefore it shall stay.
Okay.
See, that's what he was wondering. Do I ask? Now he'll know the next time he asks, Ashley will put it on a spin wheel.
This is, I mean, the only literally way of doing it when you have asking people,
can't
you just
roll
put
it.
them all in.
And so it shall be. The Purified it will be. You need to figure the lore for that one. Maybe they were purified through the fire of war, Mini Wormhut. And then when they left their selected military branches, they just kind of formed their own group. Then you could take them out and do whatever you want, really. Send them on any mission. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if any of you have kids and would like us to pick names, hey, we'll try that too.
Okay, go ahead and shut this one. Yep. Shut this one off.
Oh, you want that off?
Yeah, so I don't have to have it right here in my view.
Hold on a second. There we go. It has a hint of a lousy 40K.
Hey,
not
not 40K was on there.
The best of 5, Telemachus says.
Oh, I already exited it. No.
Oh, you had all those names. When you do that, it gets rid of it. Well, how about instead of the Purified, just put, the Purified 5 or something like that. Just change it a little bit.
Aha! I got it back.
Oh, she did get it back. Okay. Do you want her to spin it again or no? It's back, Mini Wormhut. It's back. You let us know. I know the delay there is a few light years, so we'll let it go for a moment. But hey, you can at least spin to win. But we have to leave that up to Mini Wormhut because it's his group.
For giggles?
For giggles, you want us to spin it again? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Let's see what the next spin is. What is it? The Ashleys?
That is what? Who said that? Brian?
Yeah. Ashley's crew. Oh boy. That's 2 spins. Spin it again.
Not Warhammer. Nope. No Hazen Pack.
The Null Horizon Pact.
Okay, so that's 3.
Oh, bleep, no, he says. Okay, so that's 3. Here comes spin 4.
Yours, babe. The Forsaken 5.
It's the Forsaken 5. That's the 4th spin.
And number 5. No, Warhammer.
It says not Warhammer. So Forsaken 5 sounds good. Well, good idea. Telemachus best of 5. There you go, May Warmite. That's quite a bit of names in there, though. Or you could just name them the Forsaken. But the Purified, that might be okay. He goes, that sucks. Would you like us to spin it again? Number 6. We could do that.
Hold on, let me pull those ones out. This one. This one. This one.
See, you just never know what's going to happen. Now we're spinning the wheel for many Wormuts.
That one. What was the other one?
Crew. Well, I don't know. Take out Greg's peg legs. That's just... Iron Meridian. All right.
That was what was given.
Go ahead.
All
Fire it up. You said one more, so we're going.
Order of the Silver Serpents.
The Order of the Silver Serpents. Order of the Silver Serpents. The Purified. What was the other one?
The Knoll. I didn't write it down.
There you go, Mini Warmite. That's something, anyways, to think on. You're not, I mean, we're not holding you like
No, this
to a
is
contract or whatever.
you asked
Just-
people, so I just put everything that people were saying.
There you go. That's something, anyways. Something to go with. Give you guys something to think about. That was fun, really. That was a team effort there, man. Everybody
Okay.
pitched in. The
So-
Purified or the Serpents. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Because you could get a background on those, I think. Fairly easy. And you're welcome, sir. Or the Purified Serpents. There you go.
There you go. Combine them both. That was a good one, Ice.
Combine them both. One never knows what we're going to do here, huh? I didn't sit down tonight thinking, you'd think so, Telemachus? Greg's peg legs was the best one. Nobody would take them seriously anyways. I could see somebody yelling, Greg's peg legs are coming, and people would laugh. So, you know, the element of surprise would be on your side because who's going to think that that's a serious group, right? Right. But thank you for voting for that, Telemachus. It does have a little bit of a ring to it. Although doorbells have a little bit of a ring to it. So, all right, you guys. Well, there, Mini Warmite, you have something to think about. For everybody, we're going to go ahead and end it, but don't leave for a second. Thank you for showing up, everybody. Miniature Paintbrush, we're glad you stopped by, too. And we will be back next week with some more insanity. But It's always a great ending and beginning here for us. Like I say every week, it's not a lie. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys and having some fun. And I thank you for being here. And in return, we will be anywhere if you guys would like us to. All right. Have a safe day. Are you sure, Mini Warmut, about peg legs will have a -2 on the movement? That's hysterical. That's right. Um, but we'll see you guys
All right,
next
guys.
weekend. Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.